All right, hey everyone. So today I have a pretty cool car. It is a 2000 S2000, but what makes it interesting is the owner has swapped in, So what makes this really cool is Driven Autosport has swapped in a K24. No longer an F20C, we have a K24A2. And so yeah, which kit did you use to do this?
We used the Ballade Sport adapter plate.
Ballade Sport?
Yeah, is it?
Okay.
And then with the headers.
Yeah.
And then the adapter plate for the transmission and the intake manifold.
Okay. And it's got a S2000 clutch?
Yes, S2000
cool.
clutch. It's a Clutch Master custom flywheel.
Cool.
And then it's an AP2 transmission.
Okay.
And then stock rear diff.
And the wiring and stuff it's all K24, or sorry, it's RSX,
yes,
right?
RSX, and then there's a conversion harness.
Okay.
Conversion harness. I forgot which company made it, but
it's okay. And then we're running a KPro V4, right?
Yes.
Cool. So yeah, K20A2 in an S2000 with S2000 intake manifold, bunch of K-tune parts, and the KPro V4. So I guess this will be interesting because I've tuned a bunch of S2000s and I have dynographs for those. So let's see what a K24 makes in an S2000, and then we can do a little dyno comparison with the graphs afterwards to see how this does by comparison. All right, let's get started. Okay, so all done. Pretty good, considering this is a stock K24 with, what type of header was it?
It's a Ballade, same thing. It's a K-swap header.
K-swap header and a shorty intake. What was the exhaust? Straight through?
It's a NVIDIA test
NVIDIA test pipe and NVIDIA exhaust?
So it's basically NVIDIA all the way back.
Okay, do you know which one? The Q300 or?
Q300.
Yeah, right on. So yeah, all stock motor with intake, header, and exhaust. Made basically 210 and almost 160. So let me get. Okay, there we go. So this graph is much different than a normal S2000 graph. VTEC was kicking in, I believe I had it at 43. Yeah, 43. Instantly brought torque up to basically 160. Because it's a K24, they're really not designed to rev. By about 57, it's starting to plateau or fall off. And by 8,000, it's really dropped a lot of torque. But what's cool is if I compare this to, so this is an AP1 S2000. The original engine was an F20C. So if I compare this to a S2000, so the graphs are much different. The torque difference is huge. So at basically 5,000 on the S2000, you have 117 torque. At 5,000 on this K24, you have basically almost 160 torque. So peak to peak, I think the AP1 motor had 140 peak torque, whereas this had 160. And then peak horsepower, this S2000 I tuned made 225 basically, and this K24 made 210. So yes, peak, the S2000 engine beats it out, but only after 8,000 basically at 8,000 RPM. That's when it starts to make more power. But there's so much room with these K24s. These are stock cams. If you were to put a set of like Drag Cartel drop-in cams, this motor would easily make 240 wheel horsepower and probably close to 200 torque. So lots of room. It's a good start for this setup. Hopefully see it again and with some cams. So that's it for today. Really cool setup. And yeah, if you like this content, please like and subscribe.